All things Mavs.
Mark White coming in with another question says, do you see the Mavs re-signing Trey Burke? Now, Trey Burke had an outstanding bubble for the Dallas Mavericks. He came in as a guy right after the NBA hiatus and after Willie Cauley-Stein opted out of the NBA bubble and brought in Trey Burke, who was absolutely amazing. Now, they brought him in last year during the Kristaps Porzingis trade. Now they're brought him in again. Now he's a free agent once again. I do see the Mavs re-signing Trey Burke. I think they would be crazy not to at this point. He's an instant playmaker off the bench. He can play alongside guys like Jalen Brunson. He can play alongside guys like Seth Curry. He can play in the starting five if you need him to. He's an instant bucket getter. So, yes, I do see the Mavs re-signing Trey Burke. Let's go to this question from Bastian. I think I got your name right. I hope I did. That feels about right. He says, Tyler Herro or Goran Dragic to the Dallas Mavericks? Ooh, interesting. Now, Tyler Herro, I'm going to say no because the Mavs would have to give up pieces and trade chips to get Tyler Herro, and I don't think they have the trade chips to get Herro away from Miami. Goran Dragic, on the other hand, is a fellow Slovenian with Luka Doncic, and they are buddy-buddy, and he is a free agent. So if Goran Dragic's injury is not all that bad, I could definitely see him landing in Dallas. I love that question, Bastian? I'm trying again. I think that's your name. I think I got it right. I think Dragic more likely than Herro, but I wouldn't say either of them are all that likely. Levante Rogers coming in with a super chat says, can we get the 2021-2022 free agency cap space for each team show? Also, how many superstars are in the God Squad free agency class in your mind? We can absolutely do a 2021 free agency show. I think that would be a lot of fun. That one is honestly way more exciting than the one we currently have right now in 2020 with Anthony Davis. How many superstars are in that class? I mean, you got LeBron, you got Kawhi, you got even Chris Paul, you got the older guys or the younger guys like Giannis, you have guys like Rudy Gobert, you got Paul George potentially. There are too many to count. I'll tell you that much. There are a lot of potential superstars in that 2021 free agency class. I appreciate the super chat, Levante. Pedro asks, PG-13 is likely getting traded this offseason. Would he be a good fit with the Mavs as a star wing next to Luka Doncic? How would the Mavs make that work? Use that hashtag NBA. Sent this in on Twitter. Pedro, I like the question. I think it's an interesting one as well because Paul George and the Mavs just faced off in the NBA playoffs, and could they reunite? I doubt it. I don't think the Mavs have the pieces to pull it off, but would I want to do it if I'm Dallas? Absolutely. Sure, Paul George took a huge step back in the playoffs, and yeah, he struggled throughout the year as well, but man, if you put him into this Dallas starting five, it answers so many questions. You have an offensive powerhouse duo of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. That is incredible. But who are your defenders? Dorian Finney-Smith, that's great. That's good. But after that, you don't have any great defenders. And Paul George would immediately become that. He immediately steps in, and he'd have to, of course, be willing to take a back seat to KP and Luka. But I think it would be worth it because this is a team that could fight for a championship. Might even be better than what the Clippers have going on right now. I just don't think the Mavs have the trade chips to land a guy like Paul George. And if he does get moved, because reports are that everyone in the Los Angeles Clippers system is available except for Kawhi Leonard. So if PG gets moved, who should trade for him? I want you to give me a team down in the comment section, or if you're watching live with us right now on in the live chat as well, which team should make a move for Paul George if he becomes available this offseason? Quay91 says, hashtag NBA, Kyle Lowry to Dallas? That's an interesting question, and it's something that I actually entertained last year on my Twitter. You can go to All Things Mavs on Twitter and go follow me there. But Kyle Lowry in Dallas would actually answer a lot of questions. He's a solid defender at the point guard position. He's a good offensive threat. The only problem is he is so far beyond the Mavs' timeline when it comes to age. You've got a 21-year-old Luka Doncic and a 25-year-old Kristaps Porzingis, and then a 34-year-old Kyle Lowry. I don't think the Mavs are going to try to trade for Kyle Lowry. I also don't think, even if they did want to, they wouldn't be able to. They don't have the pieces to make that work unless Toronto was going full-on rebuild and took some younger players like a Maxi Kleber, Dorian Finney-Smith, maybe a Seth Curry as well. And speaking of Seth Curry, we got another Mavs-related question coming in from Bastian Udic. I think I got that right. I don't know. I did my best. Danny Green or Seth Curry? Easy answer, Seth Curry, 100 times out of 100. Here's the deal. Danny Green, I hear some arguing in the background, and anyone who argues this point is absolutely crazy because Green was not good this year. He's not been good in the bubble. He was decent in Game 1. I will say he actually stepped up in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Seth Curry shot 44% from beyond the three-point arc. You know what Danny Green's supposed to be? A three-point shooter. You know what he didn't do well this year? Shoot the three. I'm taking Seth Curry 100 times out of 100. Maybe if I need a defensive stop, I'll sign Danny Green. But when I'm looking purely based on skill, give me Seth Curry. Jello Smooth says, do you think Western Conference teams are going to overreact to the Lakers championship and use free agency to pick players to deal with the Lakers' height? Well, here's the thing. The Lakers' height could wither away in free agency. McGee's a free agent. Dwight Howard's a free agent. Anthony Davis is a free agent. He could leave, but I don't think he will. I don't think teams will overreact. I think they will look at this situation as, okay, this was a weird year. We're still going to play free agency by our rules. The things that teams do is what they should do, at least. They shouldn't build teams based on how other teams build their teams. They should build their teams the way they know how to build their teams and the way they can build around the personnel that they already have in the system. Bolt FN says, who do you think should be the Mavericks' third star? Great question, and I definitely think they need a third piece because they don't have it right now. Tim Hardaway Jr., a good third option, not a third star. If you want to go for a guy that's attainable right now, Victor Oladipo is definitely that guy, but he's hurt, and I also am not 100% sure he can be a star once again, but I would love to see the Mavs give him a chance. I think the obvious answer is you wait for 2021, and you go out and sign Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, that's just the easy answer. Is it realistic? I don't know. Is it unrealistic? I don't know. But I do think Giannis would be the perfect third piece in Dallas with Luka and Kristaps Porzingis. And if you want to rep the Dallas Mavericks or really any team and keep yourself safe and keep yourself healthy and keep those around you the same, go to chatsports.com/NBA mask. You can get packs of 4, packs of 3, packs of 2, or just get one for yourself. I would say go out and get the 4-pack because it is the best bang for your buck, and the masks are up to 30% off. So when you go to chatsports.com/NBA mask, you can get those at a great deal. Literally any team. I'm not kidding. Any of the 30 teams, they might even have some Charlotte Bobcat stuff. That might be a lie, but don't fact check me on that. Or you can fact check me by going to chatsports.com/NBA mask and picking up your mask today.